Only the sharpest detectives can solve all 20 supernatural riddles without making a mistake. Do you have what it takes? Comment your country below, and let's begin. The first challenge. Who is the real sandwich? Find the hidden sign. Number 2 is the sandwich. Sand swirls around her feet without any wind, and an ancient scarab amulet hangs around her neck. The desert recognizes its true master. The next challenge. Who is the real Swamp Thing? Think twice before answering. Number 1 is the Swamp Thing. Mud never sticks to his boots, vines curl gently around his ankles, and frogs keep following him. The swamp has accepted him as one of its own. The next challenge. Who is the real mirror demon? Watch closely for the hidden clue. Number 1 is the mirror demon. Her reflection smiles a moment too late, and only the mirror reveals glowing red eyes. Mirrors never lie. The next challenge. Who is the real plague doctor? Can you spot the hidden clue? Number 1 is the plague doctor. A real raven-beaked mask hangs from the belt, medicinal herbs surround him, and crows follow wherever he goes. He's prepared for any outbreak. The next challenge. Who is the real frost giant? Observe every detail. Number 2 is the frost giant. Frost spreads across the ground beneath his boots. Icy mist escapes with every breath, and tiny ice crystals cling to his beard. The cold follows him everywhere. The next challenge. Who is the real Cerberus handler? Think like a detective. Number 1 is the Cerberus handler. A 3-headed dog appears in his shadow. A faint growl follows him, and burn marks cover the hand holding his leash. He walks with the guardian of the underworld. The next challenge. Who is the real Kraken human? Find the hidden clue. Number 1 is the Kraken human. His wet footprints have faint sucker marks. Seagulls refuse to go near him, and there's an ink stain on his sleeve. The ocean always leaves its mark. The first challenge. Who is the real Banshee? Watch closely for the hidden sign. Number 3 is the Banshee. A nearby glass has cracked from her voice. Crows have fallen completely silent, and cold mist gathers around her feet. Her haunting cry speaks for itself. The next challenge. Who is the real Shadow Walker? Look carefully before you answer. Number 3 is the Shadow Walker. His shadow moves on its own. There's no reflection in the puddle, and the nearby streetlight flickers whenever he passes. Darkness obeys him. The next challenge. Who is the real Thunder God? Look beyond the obvious disguise. Number 3 is the Thunder God. His hair stands from static electricity, sparks dance across his fingertips, and storm clouds gather directly above him. The storm answers only to him. The next challenge. Who is the real star alien? Observe every detail. Number 2 is the star alien. Her eyes reflect entire constellations. Gravity feels lighter around her, and a strange communicator starts beeping as she walks by. The next challenge. Who is the real Djinn? Look carefully at every detail. Number 2 is the Djinn. His feet are floating above the floor, the brass lamp beside him is glowing faintly, and even his shadow is made of swirling smoke. His magic is impossible to hide. The next challenge. Who is the real voodoo master? Pay attention to every detail. Number 2 is the Voodoo Master. A hand-carved voodoo doll is hidden in his pocket, and faint drum beats echo around him. Ancient magic is at work.
The next challenge.
Who is the real Dream Eater? Look for the hidden clue. Number 3 is the Dream Eater. Everyone nearby is trapped in nightmares. Purple mist drifts from his mouth, and he has no reflection in the window. He feeds while others sleep.
The next challenge.
Who is the real Clockwork Man? Look carefully at the evidence. Number 3 is the Clockwork Man. A faint ticking sound follows him. A keyhole-shaped scar is hidden behind his neck, and his eyes blink with perfect mechanical precision.
The next challenge.
Who is the real Time Witch? Watch closely before you decide. Number 1 is the Time Witch. Every clock behind her is running backward, and the sand inside the hourglass is floating upward.
The next challenge.
Who is the real Crystal Golem? Search for the tiny difference. Number 2 is the Crystal Golem. Faint crystal veins are barely visible beneath his skin, even though he looks completely ordinary.
The next challenge.
Who is the real Night Raven? Look carefully at every detail. Number 3 is the Night Raven. Ravens willingly land on her shoulders. Her eyes reflect the moon like a bird's, and tiny black feathers rest on her collar.
The next challenge.
Who is the real Frost Vampire? Find the hidden clue. Number 1 is the Frost Vampire. He has no reflection in the ice wall. Icy mist escapes with every breath, and faint fang marks can be seen on his neck.
The next challenge.
Who is the real Mech Pilot? This is the final challenge. Number 2 is the Mech Pilot. A neural port is hidden behind her ear, and the giant mech powers on the moment she looks at it. She controls the machine with her mind. Final question. If you could have one supernatural ability from today's puzzles, which one would you choose? Comment your answer below. If you enjoyed these brain teasers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more. How many riddles did you solve correctly today? Let me know your score in the comments. See you in the next challenge.